I'm working on a 2015 Volkswagen Passat. Car came in for a bunch of just service items, and one of the things I noticed is the windshield solvent light is on the instrument cluster. It's very common on these. The solvent level is topped off. It's filled all the way to the top, but what happens is these sensors get contaminated. So on these, as well as the Jettas from the same kind of year, the Mark V Jettas, you can kind of do it the same way. You can do it from the bottom if you pull the belly pan and kind of sneak it off that way, but for some reason, a lot of times I just end up pulling this grill off because it just kind of pops out of there and the fog light comes out super easy. And then you can see the level sensor right there. So there's your level sensor. So what I do is pretty easy, just put a bucket underneath it and pull the sensor off. You just push in the 2 fingers on it. This one's, of course, since I'm making a video, it's fighting. Get this one out of the way. So you push in the 2 little tabs on that, if you can. Am I getting old? What is this? Grip strength ain't what it used to be. If I can ever get this off here. Just one of them is fighting. Well, you have options. You can use blowtorch, air chisel, you know, different methods. But normally you can just squeeze these 2 sides of the plug if you're, you know, a real man, I guess. And then you can pull this thing straight off. But what I'm gonna do is just leave it plugged in and just pull it off here like this. And there's gonna be a huge geyser. And I guess that's fine. So I'm just gonna let it rip, put a tray underneath it, try to catch most of it, and then I'll show you what to do. Rather than replacing this sensor, the sensors themselves don't really fail. You can just kind of clean them off with a little bit of brake clean and Scotch-Brite and stick it back in and it'll be good. A lot of times just different types of fluids will kind of contaminate the whole thing. So you want to stick with just your basic windshield solvent on these. These sensors are really sensitive. You can see they just have these 2 little prongs that just kind of measure the resistance, and the fluid is there. You know, it's conductive. It senses there's the resistance across the terminals. So I just use a little bit of a little scuff pad like this and a little bit of brake clean. And clean these 2 tabs off real well, stick it back in there, and you will be good. The light will most likely clear and everything will be fine. So real quick, real easy little thing to do. Normally you just push in these 2 tabs, but I don't know what my deal was. And then this just releases like this. But if not, you can just do it all like this right here. So whatever the case, that's it. Thanks for watching.